Well, I guess it's about time I address why. Hey, welcome back to the channel. This one's gonna be kind of a short one. So, why did I start a second channel? Why have I been doing more stuff on the YouTube front? And why am I putting more effort into this? Is a question that I feel like I want to address. And, honestly, it's mental health reasons. I have depression, I have a lot of things going on, and actually, as of like the day after Thanksgiving, my mother's been effectively homeless. She's living with her sister now, and she's doing well, but at that time we were scrambling to do everything we could to find a space for her to live because of reasons. I couldn't take her in with me, and, well, my brother was living with her, so there was no way of anyone finding a place because they had just gotten rejected from a different apartment because of an eviction on someone's record. Not gonna pass blame here. But at about that time, I realized that even though I have a full-time job, my partner works full-time, and we're supporting like a couple other people. One more was just about to throw us into chaos. And so at that time, I wrote something in a Word document. I didn't save it, but it was basically acknowledging that I was going insane and that I needed to work harder and more. I needed to do more just in general. And I'm still kind of in that mode. I still need to work more because it feels like the only thing that I, as a male-bodied human being, am valued for is the work that I can contribute. So, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to do so much more, so much just in general, to find work, to make this work, to make the original channel work, to make the streams work. But I know that a lot of my efforts are going to go squandered. I know that a lot of this is going to go unappreciated, because the social media landsphere, the attention economy sphere is so incredibly hard to break into and break through. It's a fool's gambit, essentially, and I've been doing it for so long that you would think that I'd be better at a lot of these things, but honestly, I've been doing it as a hobby. I've been doing it as like a project, a thing to do. And while I could probably figure out how to do like a lot of different editing tricks and like do a bunch of things, I don't have time for that because of how many other things that I'm doing. And it's just tiring. Especially whenever I already don't have the money to be putting into the setup, the everything. So while, yes, it would be nice to do what I want with this is what I've got, and that's the why behind it. So I hope that explains some things. I know it's not really a big deal, but this is why I actually mentioned capitalism in the last video. Because it is the problem, right? If my mom didn't have to pay money for a space to live, she wouldn't have gone homeless. If we didn't have to pay money for food, people wouldn't be starving. So, what's wrong here? It's the haves, right? The people with all the money that are just hoarding it all with more money that they could spend in multiple lifetimes that they're gonna just kind of give to someone at the end of their life. The people at the top who are just hoarding even more off of the labor that I'm doing, the labor that you're doing. And no, I'm not talking about the government officials. I'm talking about the CEOs. I'm talking about the middlemen in that chain. The owners. The people who have the money. They're the people who are dictating the policy. They're the people who are just making our lives miserable. We need to do something about that. I'm not exactly a great thinker, but I mean, there are a bunch of people who are, and who have solutions for this. I suggest listening to some of them, and putting the blame where it firmly belongs, on the people who are destroying our system. On the Republican politicians, the Democrat politicians who continually just give kickbacks to their corporate partners, to the Supreme Court justices who just told us that bribery is okay as long as you have enough money to do it. Our system's broke, and it's only for us. It works just fine for those in power who want to spread a message and want you to be a serf. Don't be a serf. That's all I've got. Stay phenomenal.